Surprise, motherfuckers. Surprise, motherfuckers. Look, this is your boy, representing TWC, coming back once again, not on Friday, not on Saturday. Yeah, it was on Sunday because, some shit happened this week or last week. And we basically had to cover all this mayhem from last week today on Sunday. Yes, on God's Sunday. Yeah, we had to. So, I'm here. Where's Chris? Where is he at? Where's Mr. 90? Where you at?
Yes. Shake and bake. That just happened. This is your boy, CJ Kyles, a.k.a. C90, in the building, representing the 313. How do it be? What's good, everybody?
Ron.
What's happening? Ding dong, motherfuckers. This is the Captain, Ron Johnson, representing the 314970, and now, oh my God, I never thought I'd say it, the LAX on top of it. Big ups to the Cards for a great season. Big win for the Rams today, 3-1 for the first time in 8+ years. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster today.
Oh, wow. Well, everybody, just want y'all to know, Sam cannot be here tonight. He actually had to handle some personal issues or whatever, but he will rejoin us next week. But not to fear, we do have a special guest that's on the air with us today or tonight. Mr. Fresh, how are you doing, sir, from the Totally Deaf Fresh show? How are you doing, sir?
Man, I'm easy breezy. I'm always in the building, man. I'm here.
Well, thank you for joining us, sir. I think it's going to be a very interesting night. So, everybody, we're going to go in first with our hot topics from last week. It's been a very interesting week. I don't even know where we're going to. You know what, Ron? Kick this shit off.
Everybody wants to talk about Raw and SmackDown and all that shit. You know what? To hell with those guys right now. We're going to talk about NXT. We're going to talk about what it really matters, because literally their time has not only come, it has arrived in full force. And this one's actually very near and dear to my heart, as it is with the other three gentlemen that I have here. It's big and huge. 1 year ago, they actually lost a great legend in the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and in his memory, they actually created the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, which introduced us to some high-octane tag teams. And this year, they're going to do it all over again. Biggest bombshells we've seen so far is that Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa will be entering that tournament, and literally just announced via social media, Hideo Itami will team up with Kota Ibushi in this tournament, and of course, on top of all that, TNA legend and wrestling venue Hall of Famer Bobby Roode will team up with Ty Perfect 10 Dillinger in this tournament. So already NXT is already moving themselves a little further up in the notch. We got ourselves some pretty good tag teams forming and coming out of the woodworks in this one.
That's what's up. Now, me being a so-called NXT newbie, quote unquote. Now I did hear about this last year, Ron. Is it kind of similar to the Cruiserweight, like classic kind of thing, like tournament?
In a matter of speaking, it actually is. Single elimination. They are pretty much grabbing tag teams from NXT. I don't believe that they might be grabbing some guys from the Cruiserweight Classic to team up with each other. Obviously, Kota Ibushi already made his NXT debut. Would not be too surprised if we see some other Cruiserweights like Cedric Alexander and Big Bad Rich Swann in this tournament as well. So I honestly got to tell you, to have Swann and Alexander in this tournament, you already are talking ratings gold beyond a shadow of a doubt.
That's interesting. Got anything else for us this week?
Let's see. Yep, and I'm actually going to go outside the box on this one. There was a lot of crazy shenanigans going on. Everybody knows, obviously, the CM Punk fight was pretty much a waste of space in most people's cases. We already did a couple of videos in regards to that, but this one is actually kind of good. Dana White actually announced that he is not throwing in the towel on CM Punk as of yet. He wants to give Punk a little bit more time before he puts him back into another fight. So big congrats to CM Punk, because apparently he and UFC are not done with their dysfunctional marriage as of yet. And honestly, at this point, I don't know what's the bigger dysfunction right now, UFC and CM Punk or TNA and their shenanigans. But I don't really know much about TNA right now. But hey, maybe somebody will help me out with that one.
Wait a minute. Pause. Let's go back in the future. Let me go on my DeLorean real quick. Did anyone see that fight with Mickey versus CM Punk? Okay, so why in the fuck this little skinny fat motherfucker is going to go back into the octagon again, knowing that he was embarrassed the first time? Now he wants to continue. You know what? Okay, all right.
Because CM Punk doesn't want to go and tell Vince that he was right.
So he
true.
I think CM Punk. First off, shout out to CM Punk, my fifth favorite wrestler of all time. Punk just got a little bit out of control, man. You know, he got a little bit, over his head. I mean, we all knew Punk was gonna get, but we all knew what was gonna happen to Punk. But I mean, he got $500K. I mean, I would get my ass whooped for $500K too.
No, pause. You know what? My reputation is golden. My reputation is better. It's worth more than $500 million or $500,000. I mean, I don't. Look, I'm so mixed with that shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, CM Punk is already rich. So you telling me still though? I mean, if you can hit a lick for $500,000 for 2 minutes, you wouldn't do it? Hell no. Why the fuck? Okay, first of all,
honestly, with CM Punk though, I don't think it was about the money. I think it was just about doing. I think it was just about doing something that you wanted to do. It was something you.
I think CM Punk first off, his ego got the best of him. One, and he got checked. And when you put a guy. When you have a guy,
he didn't shake dude's hand, I knew he was going to do that.
When it was, when you got somebody as egotistical like that as Punk, and they can't take it, they start crying as he did in the interview. You know what I'm saying? So, but still, like Punk, he's gonna come back to WWE. It's gonna happen, but nobody's gonna take him serious. And I just feel like, Punk, if you're listening. You just got to knock niggas out on sight so they can take you serious in that backstage locker room.
But you know what, though? Like, I think you're totally right about the ego. And I think that was the real reason why CM Punk left WWE. Like, it wasn't about the doctors and it wasn't about being heard, because you've been there for like 5 years. Like, you have been there damn near 10 years at this point in time, and you wrestled hurt. You played through the pain. I think CM Punk could never come to terms with the fact that no matter how over he got with the people, no matter how much he did for Vince McMahon, in their eyes, he was always going to be second banana. And then with the emergence of Daniel Bryan and his popularity, he'd have been third banana. But CM Punk wanted John Cena's spot, and he was never going to get it. No matter how much the people loved him, no matter how much they cheered, in Vince's eyes, CM Punk was always going to be number 2. And CM Punk didn't want to be number 2. So he left.
Who wants to be number 2, though?
I can't be number 1. I'm going home. And I think that's what it was.
I mean,
I think for the simple fact, I agree with what Fresh is saying, that CM Punk wanted to prove something to himself. I get that. But you're going to go to UFC, okay? For 2 years, you were training for 2 years. And then when it was time for you to go, bro, all you did was just rush the man, and then you got your ass whooped for what? What, 133 seconds?
2 minutes and 19 seconds.
See, that's bullshit. Okay. And he got paid $500,000.
So who really lost?
Not to mention his royalty checks for being in the video game this year. He was on UFC too.
Shut up.
He made a pretty good. I'm with him though. He made money.
$500K. Like, really? I mean, who really lost?
$500,000 for a fight.
Honestly, you know what? Who really lost though was the fans. The fans lost that shit. They was expecting CM Punk to at least put up a fight. The motherfucker said, "I'm gonna come. I'm gonna run, and I'm gonna hug you."
No, I didn't expect. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect him to put up a fight.
I didn't either, bro. I didn't either. I thought that he was going to at least last for a couple of rounds, maybe.
Okay, Chris.
He did better than I expected. I thought he was going to get knocked out, to be completely honest, because I've seen Mikey Gale fight before. I said he's going to kill Punk, which he did, but I thought he was going to knock him out, though.
I would have rather him get knocked out versus got choked out.
But I don't know what y'all was really expecting from Punk. Like 2 years of training, it doesn't matter. This is not his element. Just like I've been watching SportsCenter and everybody hyping the fact that Floyd Mayweather may come out of retirement to fight Conor McGregor. Now that's cool. That's gonna be a big payday for everybody. But as great as Conor McGregor is, boxing ring ain't his element.
He will get washed by Floyd.
I think Floyd Mayweather would, and Floyd Mayweather don't even fight like that. Like he's more of a defensive fighter, but Floyd Mayweather will put hands on Conor McGregor.
And Conor
Floyd
McGregor
is more of a dancer.
Floyd, first off, Conor's not fast enough to fight Floyd. Number one, not no boxing ring. That's not going to happen.
I totally agree with that.
It's not fast enough.
As you can see, his stamina is not really up to par either.
But real quick, it's also a rumor going around because Ryback has his own podcast now, and Ryback is thinking about going to Bellator. He's received some offers about getting.
He'll get killed.
He will get killed.
He will get killed.
First of all, I'm gonna tell you like this: fuck Ryback, fuck his podcast, and fuck everything that he believes in. I'm done.
If Ryback is to take MMA seriously.
No.
No. Do you know? We're talking about a company that has some of the baddest mothers on the planet, including Bobby Lashley, who pretty much is a proven fighter. And Ryback thinks that just because he spent a couple of years at the Wade Barrett and the Wendy's mascot, that he's gonna be able to go into Bellator and do something? Not happening.
I'm good.
Damn, what happened to Wade Barrett?
Wade Barrett, I think he went back to England, and I think to do some street
fighting. He's doing
porn. Probably ran into Ryu or Ken. I don't know. But anyway, let's move on. What other hot topics we got? Chris, what you got?
Well, shout out to TNA, man. I call them the zombie of the wrestling world. They always seem to kick out at 2.9 seconds before the 3 count goes down. And they've done it once again, ladies and gentlemen. TNA Bound for Glory is happening right now. I mean, like I said, you can cut off an arm, you can cut off a leg, you can even cut off the head, but TNA always finds some way to come back. And if you don't know, TNA was stated not to have a pay-per-view production because guess what? They simply ran out of money. But now an unidentified third party has given TNA the money, and I'm hoping it's not Vince, but has given TNA the money to put this show on tonight. And I said, dang, Dixie Carter must be selling some pussy on the side or something to keep this thing afloat, and it's happening right now. But my thing is this: I just really feel bad for Matt Hardy, because Matt Hardy has literally been the only reason, and Bobby Lashley, but Matt Hardy has been literally the only reason why I've been watching TNA within the last couple of weeks, and he's having the biggest run he's ever had in his whole career.
Wait. I gotta stop you right. Did you just give props to Matt Hardy?
I have to agree with him.
I do too. I will too.
Broken Matt Hardy and Brother Nero. Mostly
my God, it is awesome.
They have made Impact Destination Television on Thursdays.
My God. The gimmick is so he's kayfabing it, which is awesome. Like, he does outside interviews and he does indie shows as Broken Matt Hardy. He did the Chris Jericho podcast as Broken Matt Hardy, and it was
in character.
It was awesome, and the character is so ridiculous that it works. It's crazy.
So you got this man. You got a white wrestler that's looking like a fucked up version of Frederick Douglass.
Right.
Then you have poor Jeff Hardy. Okay. Jeff Hardy, that looks like he just came from rehab or whatever from Charter. Shout out to Charter, by the way. And y'all telling me that this shit is supposed to be entertaining? See, that's why I don't watch it.
Okay.
You gotta watch it.
I will.
You have to watch it.
I will put it to you too, like this one. Everybody kind of figured that, once AJ Styles with the company, that TNA was never going to be able to recover. And to put it in Matt Hardy's nice little words, they figured that TNA was going to fade away and classify themselves as obsolete. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case. So I gotta give TNA credit for this because honestly, and I'll give a shout out to the WCC fan Doug Barry for this one. He's the guy who actually was telling me about this broken Matt Hardy and Brother Nero crazy shitstorm going on. And I'll be honest, I've actually been more tuned in with TNA just because of watching Matt Hardy and because of watching Brother Nero. These guys have literally in a company where. In a business where you're supposed to be focused on the top guy, like the AJ Styles of the world, the John Cena's, the Bobby Lashley's, the Kevin Owens, the Chris Jericho's, you got Matt Hardy and Brother Nero, a.k.a. Jeff Hardy, literally sitting here getting people tuned into TNA because they're waiting for that music to hit. Because they know one or the other, Matt Hardy's going to end up sitting here turning into Cannibal Lecter before the show's over. And Brother Nero's going to walk out there looking like a fucking zombie. And people are actually buying into it. So, honestly, I will agree. TNA is surviving right now only because of Matt Hardy and Brother Nero because they're actually making the show watchable. Because people will literally sit there for 2 hours and just wait for Matt to start talking about deleting people.
I don't know if you guys saw Raw. I don't know if you guys saw Raw when Roman Reigns was wrestling, and they all started chanting, delete, delete, delete. I was like, oh, my God, this is awesome. This is awesome.
With Matt Hardy,
I think I'm in the Twilight Zone right now.
With Matt Hardy, though, it truly shows that sometimes it really takes you a while before you really find your niche. Like, I mean, he was great as a Hardy Boy. He was a tag team specialist, but Matt never really broke out on his own.
Well, you know what? I bet, you know what? I'm going to have to disagree because if you remember when that thing popped off with Lita and Edge in 2005, Matt was super over because he had jumped Edge.
He got fired.
I know,
he got fired
but remember he came back and he fought Edge at SummerSlam and he was super over. And I think they missed out on that. They missed out on that gimmick. I would have had Edge and Matt Hardy main event WrestleMania that year because you could have got so much money out of that.
Chris, can you please answer this question for me? Hold on, Fred. Let me ask this question for you. What gimmick did he have?
It wasn't a gimmick. Do you remember when he first came and Vince brought him back in the limo and Vince said, I'm a guy that believes in second chances, and he brought Matt Hardy back and they had a ladder match at SummerSlam where Edge beat the crap out of him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it was more of a gimmick. I think it was basically taking. It was real.
It was kayfabe. They kayfabed it. It was real, but they just kayfabed it as much as they could because you could tell these guys really didn't like each other, and that's what drew you in because you knew these niggas don't like each other for real. So we can go left.
They took a story that you would get straight up out of high school and literally turned it into a marketing gold mine in which you had basically the last time anybody saw Matt Hardy, he was with Lita, they were all in love and blah, blah, and then all of a sudden you're starting hearing about mysterious text messages between Lita and Edge and these secret rendezvous and these secret little phone calls, and they just took the ball and they ran with it. I mean, for these to literally come from that and then take that rivalry all the way to the limit, to the point where it even made Edge probably that heel, the top heel of that era, because everybody's like, how could he take her from him? He's such a dog and blah, blah. It's like it became so personal to everybody that you just had to tune in, and you were for some reason you were cheering for Matt Hardy.
You know what? I get that part, but at the same time, okay, Edge and Matt, Okay, who elevated? Who went down? That's like Matt went down the elevator. He was probably at maybe 5, and then he went all the way back down to the basement, and Edge went all the way to be a Hall of Famer. Now I'm gonna tell you about this about Matt. I was never really a Hardy fan. I mean, I was a Jeff Hardy fan, but I wasn't a Matt Hardy fan. And the thing is, like y'all said, I agree with this shit. The whole storyline was hot as fuck. But the problem is, Matt Hardy is like an MC Hammer to me. He got 15 minutes of fame, and he was done after that.
Oh, come on. Matt Hardy was too legit to quit.
Well, I don't think you can really blame Matt Hardy. Like, at the end of the day, like, everybody, like, if certain wrestlers you can blame, and then there's booking that you blame. Like, Matt Hardy, that whole rivalry was hot. Then they moved him to SmackDown. And what did he do when he got to SmackDown? They didn't capitalize on how he left Raw. He moved right into a program where he's hanging out with MVP. Now, him and MVP are the tag champs. Matt's on this quest for the U.S. title. Then they move him from SmackDown to go to ECW. Okay, whoopsie, he won the ECW World title. Well, what does that really accomplish?
I personally enjoy version 1 Matt Hardy. I thought version 1 Matt Hardy was very entertaining.
Are you talking about from like 2002, 2003?
Yeah.
Very entertaining. I liked it.
Yeah, I thought it was awesome.
Very annoying, but okay.
The one
and Morrison is MFer.
Those stupid little fast facts. That was just so stupid but funny as fuck.
Delete!
He hates mustard.
Delete!
Delete! I will delete!
He's like my favorite wrestler right now.
Are you kidding?
Matt Hardy, man.
This gimmick going on right now, this gimmick going on right in front of Matt Hardy would actually, in all honesty, it would work in WWE because
they want to sign him. They want to sign him.
No. See, I can't take third chances. Can't do it. Nope.
WWE has made an offer to Matt once he leaves TNA, once his contract is up. They want him. You know he's going to take it.
Well, you know what?
I mean,
I'm glad that
his brother wants to go back.
I'm glad you made that point because let's go back to Vince. Now, from what Chris just said, it's a possibility that this unknown source could be, or this unknown buyer that refuses to be identified. Vince could, be the new, I guess, CEO of TNA or whatever. So my question is, why would he want to buy something that's totally it's irrelevant? Like
for the library, library and library only. That's the only reason. And what's going to happen? Yeah, that's only for content because what's going to happen is if they do go out of business, Vince is going to wait for it to go to bank court, and he's going to buy it for pennies, just like WCW. So in factness, it could be because of content, but I honestly think that some of those TNA guys, like they're already doing now with WWE, they're actually gonna get signed, and there's a big time motherfucking rumor coming out in regards to TNA versus WWE, and we'll hit that. Oh God, no! Not another invasion. Oh. You'll see. They don't even have enough. They don't have enough viewers to people be interested in an angle like that. People like we sat here and talked about broken Matt Hardy for literally 25 minutes, and that's all we talked about in TNA. So I mean,
I like EC3.
I mean, what else do TNA have?
EC3 is awesome. I really think that WWE dropped the ball when they let him go.
They definitely dropped the ball on Derek Bateman. But EC3 is valid.
Yeah, EC3 is awesome.
If that's how y'all sleep at night, okay, cool. But I might look up, Frederick Douglass 2.0 probably on YouTube, maybe.
Delete. Sit down, Chris. We will counsel you on your addiction.
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
I think you need to put some respect on Max Seals Hardy's daddy name.
And Senor Benjamin.
This thing is obsolete.
No, you need to delete him. I'm dead. But Do you got anything else for?
I just wanted to go over clashes briefly. We had Clash this weekend, and I could just do a quick rundown of the matches and give a quick thought to what I thought. Nia Jax versus Alicia Fox. That's a big broad. If she lost about a good 80 pounds, she would be fly. But her body, she just has a weird shaped body. The next match,
I'd still hit that.
I mean, I would, just off the fact that that's The Rock's cousin, but still.
Oh, my God.
Fucking that is The Rock's cousin.
But you know what is crazy, though? Like, Nia Jax, she was a model before she was a wrestler.
Man, like, she just shaped weird, and she don't have, like, any booty or titties and nothing like that. She's just fat. So it's just or whatever. And then we had the Raw Tag Team Championship match with the New Day versus the Bullet Club, or the Club, as they like to be called, with the New Day taking the win. I kind of wanted to see Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson get the win, but I'm not mad at New Day still being champs. They're still awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen.
About the New Day. New Day needs to lose the belts because we cannot stomach another 3 months of these niggas being champions just to break Demolition's record. I can't stomach it.
Black Lives Matter.
And then next we had the Cruiserweight Championship match. We had the champion T.J. Perkins versus 38-year-old D. Brian Kendrick, which I am a huge fan of. I felt like Brian Kendrick should have won that championship. I think Brian Kendrick is very underrated. T.J. Perkins is a young kid. He has a lot of, he has a lot of coming up to do. But I like T.J. I don't have really nothing against him. I hate that he dabs, though. It's annoying as hell.
I would say this. I mean, cut you off, Mr. 90. The only thing that I really liked about that kid was really the entrance music. Loved it. I love the Nintendo shit. Dig it. I'm good.
Now, Mr. 90, let me ask you a question. Now,
sir.
You watched the Cruiserweight Classic, right?
Yes, I did.
Now, did you hear the crowd in full sense whenever
Yes, I did.
they had a match? Now,
yes, I did.
maybe it's just me, but I felt like when they do it on the main roster, the crowd is not into it as they are when they did the Cruiserweight Classic or when they do Cruiserweight matches down at NXT. I could be wrong, but that's
because when you're in an arena of 11,000 to 17,000 people versus just being in a hall or whatever you want to call it of 200 people, that makes a difference. 200 people divided up in a sea of people that's 11,000 or 17,000 deep. It's not going to be the same effect. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you probably didn't get the same effect. And a lot of the times, too, those guys are held back on the main roster because you don't want to make the rest of your guys look bad that aren't doing matches like that. If they would have put on a clinic, you would have had to sit through 2.5 more hours of bull crap that people are probably not going to keep up with. So, I mean, I understand what you're saying, but
I do think that when they do Cruiserweight matches, I think they need to switch the commentary team. Because after
oh, my God, yes.
After listening to how they called the Cruiserweight Classic, Michael Cole needs to just stick the main event. Michael Cole.
I wish Michael Cole would just leave, to be honest. But back to
I can't deal with Michael Cole, boy.
But I didn't think we would find a worse commentator than Byron Saxton, but damn it, they did. And David Otunga, he has got to be the worst commentator I've ever heard.
Corey Graves still is the worst.
I like Corey Graves. I love Corey Graves.
Corey Graves is dope.
Yeah,
I love Corey Graves.
Yeah, I'd rather take him
Corey
than
Graves
Brian.
Is overrated.
I'm so serious. Brian Gumbo really gets on my nerves. It's time for him to retire.
I'll call him Don Lemon. Byron Saxton. I'll call him Don Lemon.
But you know what? I think if David Otunga actually did more commentary.
No. God, no.
But I feel like he's a token nigga. Like, he speak when spoken to. Like, if they're not talking on Tonga, it's David and the other guy.
He is. Like, I'm just trying to figure out whose balls he's licking. He's licking some taint to keep his spot. I truly don't know what his purpose in that company is, but he is definitely licking some taint to keep that spot.
This has been my theory for so long. When after Jennifer Hudson sings the national anthem at a WrestleMania, David Otunga will no longer have a job. That's all
probably not.
And
why you say that?
I feel
because
like
that's all they're waiting
want
for.
His wife. You can't get his wife without him. His wife already pulling strings where he doesn't wrestle. He works for the legal team. He doesn't wrestle. He works for the legal team, and now he's a commentator.
Oh, well, there you go. Well, that's why he has a job. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
but we have the best.
Really just need to stick to reality TV and just call it a day.
Yeah, but with Clash, we have the best of 7 series finale with Cesaro versus Sheamus that ended in a no contest, and I thought this was a great match. I thought it was probably the best match on the card, to be quite honest with you. Sheamus really shocked me. And he really it was just like a slugfest. Them guys went at it. And I love the way it ended in a no contest. I personally didn't have a problem with it. A lot of people did, but I liked it. Next you had Chris Jericho versus Sami Zayn. Chris Jericho beat Sami Zayn. Like I said, I don't really care for Sami Zayn. I don't see the hype. Yes, he's a great wrestler, but I think that's it. And plus, I hate his hat. I can't stand his hat.
Oh, God. You on the hat, too? You on the hat, too?
Chris,
don't you own one of those hats?
Oh.
I'm good.
He looks like a taxi cab driver. I swear to God, he looks like he drives for Uber or something.
Wow.
I was just going to say, Sami Zayn looks like a taxi driver.
He does.
I got one of those hats, assholes.
I can't stand Sami Zayn. Like, when Kevin Owens injured him, I was like, oh my God, thank you. But anyways, we have the United States Championship match, Roman Reigns versus Rusev, and Roman Reigns picked up the win to become the new the WWE Universe's new WWE United States Champion. I personally thought that was the wrong move. The match was okay.
Delete!
Yeah, I thought that was the wrong move. I think they should have kept it on Rusev and kept it going. Then we had the WWE Universal Championship match with Kevin Owens versus Seth Injured Rollins.
For the Kool-Aid Championship.
Kevin Owens, don't get me wrong, I love Kevin Owens, but he just doesn't feel like a star to me. I don't know what it is. Like I don't see it in him. I love Kevin Owens, but he doesn't feel like a star.
Tell me he did not just say that.
He didn't say that.
Maybe that's because I don't know. He just doesn't feel like a star.
I'm gonna tell you like this. Okay, I got to chime in now. Kevin Owens is probably one of the hottest heels right now on that roster. The reason why he is one of the hottest heels because the nigga has no chill. No chill. And he says shit that is completely like off the wall, like shit. Like, damn, did you really have to say that? Like,
I will say, top 3 heels in the company. Y'all may disagree with me if y'all want to. Kevin Owens, Miz, Chris Jericho, and that's all of WWE right now.
Just drink it.
How could you not put AJ? How could you not put AJ Styles on that list?
Because he's not believable.
No, wait. The way you feel about Kevin Owens, that's how I feel about AJ as a heel. Like, AJ being a heel just doesn't do it for me. Now, I'm not saying that he doesn't have potential to be an awesome heel, just the way they've been having him go along lately. Like, I just don't look at AJ Styles as a bully. Like, you see how he's been, like, bullying people lately? Like, the thing he did with the tech guy when he was getting an interview with Renee Young. Or him, like, it doesn't feel right as a bully.
And I just think that's what gets it over so well. Like, because he's not the stereotypical bully. And I think that's why it works. But that's me. I mean, I understand where you're coming from, though.
That's right. Like, I just don't. Like, I think Dean would be a better heel right now than AJ, but that's not the road that we have.
You know what? Honestly, I would really like that. I would really like Dean Ambrose as a heel. It's a reason why people call him like the Joker of the WWE because he has that persona where it's so unpredictable. You just don't know what he's thinking, what he's going to do. I mean, you've seen the podcast with him and Stone Cold. Like, he was just sitting there like, dude, why the fuck am I here? Like, why the fuck you asking me these questions? You know, that type of shit. Like,
that's why he lost that belt.
Yeah, and, it's a possibility, like, probably 2017, he may turn into a heel. I mean, I would love that, honestly.
He should, but only if they let him talk and be himself.
I honestly believe his podcast interview he did with Stone Cold was the death of his title run.
Yep, I
You
believe
think
that
so?
too.
Why?
I just feel like
Austin,
the things that we knew about Dean, because like honestly, if you think about it, like, dog, what has Dean really done? But nobody really brought it to the forefront. And then for Austin to actually say that shit on live TV, like, dog, what have you done since you've been champion?
I think Austin felt like Dean disrespected him. When especially the part where he cut a quick promo on him, saying that, hey, I know you got a bum knee and your knee ain't crap, and I'll take your knee and make you tap or something like that. And like the look on Austin's face, he didn't think it was funny.
I'm sorry for laughing, but I'm sorry. This shit was kind of funny to me. I'm sorry.
I mean, yeah, I thought it was funny too, but yeah, Austin ain't think it was funny.
I mean, the question Stone Cold was asking to really, to me, that irritated me. It's like, come on, man, you telling this man to push the envelope. First of all, this is not 1999. You can't go around drinking beer and throwing up double birds on TV. I personally think if Austin was an active wrestler in the PG era and he had to follow restrictions, he wouldn't be.
It wouldn't work.
Yeah, he wouldn't last. And then this is the thing where Stone Cold, what he said to Dean Ambrose about him being edgy. First of all, you can't be that edgy, quote unquote, in this PG era. And like Fred said, this is not the Attitude Era. This is not like 20 years ago. It's a lot of shit that the WWE doesn't do versus what they used to do back then. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to really figure out ways to define the word edgy to me. Like cussing, drinking beer, running, having a big monster foot and smashing people cars. I mean, which will be totally cool though. But I mean, I'm just trying to really figure out where Stone Cold's line of questioning and shit to Dean. But yeah, like what Fred said, like I really believe that interview really killed Dean Ambrose title reign. Like it really just said, you know what? Nope, you're done.
Okay, this is supposed to be the PG era. So what makes? I mean, honestly, I know we only see him like maybe once every 6 months or whatever the case may be. But a year ago on live TV at WrestleMania, Brock Lesnar came up with the phrase "Suplex City" by saying "Suplex City, bitch." Then he comes in and right before he takes Heath Slater to Suplex City while he's trying to vie for a contract, he literally looks straight up at Heath Slater and says, "I don't give a shit about your kids." So, is it so you're telling me it's okay? I don't give a shit about your kids. He said, "I don't give a shit about your kids." So when we're talking about this PG era, so is it okay for Brock to break that PG PG protocol?
Here's the difference. Brock Lesnar is a part-time guy. Now, if they don't subject the part-time guys to drug tests, do you really think they're going to make them say what we want them to say on TV?
I don't give a about your kids.
Like, Brock Lesnar failed a whole drug test before a UFC fight.
Sure
and it was public. So he was like, okay, well, you'd have failed a drug test in real life. Now, in fake life, you on drugs. We know this. So we should probably.
But you're Brock Lesnar, so.
But you're Brock Lesnar, so we're gonna book it where you actually bust Randy open and give him a concussion.
Well, I don't think that was on purpose. I think he did that.
The concussion was on purpose, but
I don't think he busted that. That boy was leaking.
No,
I don't think that was on purpose.
That was the finish.
I don't think that was intentional.
Finish. That was just.
They wanted Randy to go hard way because they didn't want to blade him. I think it'd have been easier to blade him and then Brock give him a couple elbows and he leak like that, as opposed like you let Brock, who is a trained fighter, elbow you across the head, which lays you open for like 10 staples. Then you had a concussion that you couldn't even wrestle the next one.
That shit crazy. But let's go on to our final topic, which I'm going to cover. Dolph Ziggler. This Dolph Ziggler and Miz storyline for the IC Championship it has really been interesting. Last week on SmackDown, Miz cut a very hilarious promo, and it was, I think it was pretty true what he said about Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler literally has been losing and coming up short, and now, Miz don't want to pay, Dolph Ziggler any mind anymore, doesn't even want to defend his title anymore, blah, blah, blah. So, out of desperation, Dolph Ziggler basically said, well, shit, if I can't beat you, my career is over. So I was sitting up there on the looking at the TV, and I'm just like, what the fuck are you saying? So Dolph Ziggler said, in so many words, if I cannot beat you at No Mercy in a couple of weeks,
couple days,
and if I can't win the IC championship, then my career is over. So guys, what do y'all think about that shit? Do you think he should retire?
Well, I think he should leave. I think he should leave and go get big somewhere else.
I think if Dolph Ziggler, in my opinion, this is over one or two ways. Dolph Ziggler is going to have a triumphant moment after 6 months of being buried once again and win the Intercontinental title. Then lose it 3 days later. But that
he didn't resign. He didn't resign his contract.
Or he is going to lose and leave and go to TNA, and then we're gonna find in some weird way that Vince has been funneling money to TNA.
No, he didn't renew his contract, so it's just I think he's just leaving.
Okay. Let's go ahead and tackle this Dolph Ziggler thing then. Number one, did we call it or can we call it? We called this shit on the last episode, so we had. Number two, do you think that maybe, just maybe, that this is maybe WWE's way of punishing Dolph Ziggler because of the shit that happened with his brother?
Who brother?
Because it actually dawned on me that his brother, Ryan, was arrested about, I think, earlier this year on either it was a drug charge, alcohol charge, or some assault charge or something completely off the wall, in which his brother was arrested for.
Who is his brother that you're speaking of?
Let's see, Ryan Nemeth, his actual little brother who actually trains at the WWE Performance Center. He was actually slated to be signed on, and then after that arrest happened, Dolph Ziggler really much hasn't been doing much of shit since that all came to pass.
So the WWE is going to blame his little brother, and that's why Dolph Ziggler has been cold for the last 6 months?
No, he's been cold way longer than that.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
He's been cold way longer.
Why would they blame him on some shit that he didn't have nothing to do with?
Yeah, he's been cold way longer than that. And, WWE, I think, first off, you can't talk, regardless if you hate them or not, you can't stay employed with a company and talk stuff about them publicly. What do you think's going to happen?
Yeah, I mean, Dolph Ziggler has been very vocal on Twitter.
Well, I've always said that. I'm like, Dolph Ziggler's got all the talent in the world, but he goes on these rants and raves, and he likes to have a whose dick is bigger contest. And you're not going to win that with Vince McMahon or Triple H. They're going to bury you every time because they're going to show you who got the power.
With the exception of Randy Orton, but we're not going to get into that right now. But
no comment.
You go on these tirades on Twitter, and then you think that shit's supposed to be smooth. No. Like you just said, you can't be vocal. You can be vocal, but to a certain extent. You ain't out here making ass backwards half with Ryback talking about everybody should get paid equal. No, who the fuck is that? How do I know who's a major star and we all getting the same pay? No. Nigga, I'm always going to make more money than you if my T-shirt say, what are you saying? Shut up, Ryback. I'm stupid.
No comment on Ryback either, because he's just that's just sad.
Right.
Just hearing Ryback's name makes my dick laugh. That's all I gotta say about it.
Damn, that's how you feel?
Delete.
That's exactly how I feel. Delete. Ryback is obsolete.
The only thing I'm gonna say about Dolph Ziggler, I really believe if he does lose at No Mercy against Miz, it wouldn't surprise me anyway, because like Dolph Ziggler's career in the WWE has just been like a title race. It's like it's been tight. Like he have had his runs. He even had a run as world champion, and then after that, he just went totally cold. Like, it's just... And I had high hopes for Dolph Ziggler. I think Dolph Ziggler was probably one of the best talents that the WWE had at that time. But
I don't think Dolph Ziggler has reached his full potential. Like, I really don't. I don't think they've just let Dolph Ziggler flourish the way that us fans know he can. I mean, he can talk on the microphone. I mean, his promos are they're not total ass. I mean, some get pointless sometimes, but, like, he ain't Roman Reigns out there.
No, not at all. But
Is that what we're calling it now, Roman Reigns?
Like, over at WCC, like, we always was talking about, you know what I'm saying, Dolph Ziggler has not reached that his full potential. And, like, someone in the back do not like Dolph Ziggler, and Dolph Ziggler is not doing himself any favors by going on Twitter and, like, tweeting about the WWE in a negative standpoint. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though I do feel him on certain aspects of how the WWE treat their talent, but at the same time, like Mr. 90 said, that you cannot go publicly and talk and blast the WWE and think that you're gonna get pushes. You're not. That's just not going to happen. Next topic.
Nope.
So,
I mean, would you push him? I wouldn't.
I mean,
honestly, I would look at him as like a. Oh, go ahead, first.
Oh, but to Mr. 90's point earlier, that I think it's time for Dolph to. I wouldn't be mad if Dolph really did leave, because maybe it is time for you to go and make yourself somewhere else to show the WWE that, well, I don't need you to become a star. But once you become a star, now you need me. Like, I mean, I heard they was in talks with John Morrison again. And John Morrison has been gone for a long time, but he's not doing bad. I mean, he's a major star over here in Lucha Underground. He said that he was making more money on the indies than TNA could ever pay him, which is why he didn't go there. So, I mean, WWE, like, leaving WWE apparently is not the end of the world, as long as you apply yourself.
I mean, look at people who never even went to WWE. Look at the Bobby Roodes and look at the AJ Styles. They never went there, and they did awesome.
I think Ricochet is doing well, and he said he don't plan on signing. Well, that's what I read. I don't know if it was true.
They tried to sign the Young Bucks, and they tried to sign a couple other guys who said no. Kenny Omega, and they all said no. So, I mean, I mean, you just got to know your worth. You go out there, build it up, like Adam Cole. Go out there, build it up, let them come to you. You know, and with a good deal like Jay Lethal, he's going to get a sweet deal sometime in the near future.
Yeah, I'm counting on that to happen.
I think everybody who hasn't went to WWE, as far as like the names you just said, like Bucks and Omega, you're right. I think they've proven themselves out there. So when the time comes, you can dictate what is given to you. So if the deal look like bullshit on the table, you're like, nah, I know I'm worth more than this. So you can you got more leverage in these meetings because you know you're a star already, and they want you don't want them.
But it does suck that Vince McMahon pretty much monopolizes wrestling. I really wish somebody would come along like a Ted Turner or like a Donald Trump and buy another one of these companies. That's because he had idiots running his company. If you had somebody that actually knew what they were doing, it could work again. It's a money issue with TNA. It's a promotion issue.
Ted Turner, though, I mean,
not Ted Turner. I was just using him as an example, but somebody with money that could put something behind it, like a Mark, what's his name, Mark Cuban or something like that.
I think if Eric Bischoff would have been running WCW from the offset when Ted Turner bought it, they probably wouldn't have made as many bad decisions as they did. But they went through like 7 managers before they even got to Eric Bischoff.
Yeah. And I love those DVDs.
Everybody, let's go to our next segment. It's WTW Fatal 4-Way Rumors for this week. So the first thing that I'm going to bring up is about Mr. Jamie Noble was hospitalized after being stabbed outside his home.
Get real in that trailer park, boy.
Yeah, apparently he was stabbed multiple times following a road rage incident near his home in West Virginia. And and apparently he the stab wounds was damn near close to his spine. So
before you carry on, Chris, I got like a serious question, and I don't want nobody to laugh, but now Jamie Noble was never a megastar, but he probably made decent money.
Yeah.
Why are you still living in a trailer park?
Oh, wait. I can answer that for you. I can answer that one for you. I can answer that because what's that old adage? You can take the boy out of the trailer, but you can't take the trailer out of the boy, but not the boy out of the trailer. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I can't even deal with y'all.
Jamie Noble, boy, better remember it.
So also, I'm gonna cover just another rumor. Then I'm just gonna throw it to Ron. Also, there's also big plans for the 30th anniversary of the Royal Rumble. Also, there is also rumors that Triple H is teasing a big return.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's got to put Seth over properly, so I can see him coming back.
So while we're sitting here having this whole Royal Rumble conversation, it's all great that Texas gets yet another big pay-per-view. Fuck you, WWE, for not doing anything in the Midwest as much as you do anymore. One of the big rumors coming out of the Royal Rumble, and I actually went through some of the dirt sheets to find this one. The big rumor is that they're planning an NXT takeover the nights before the Royal Rumble, and they're actually, and I don't know if this is true or not, rumor is that they're actually planning a Royal Rumble for NXT only. That they're going to have one the night before the actual Royal Rumble.
Oh, that'd be cool. I'll be down with that.
NXT takeover?
Do they got enough guys for that?
I'm pretty sure they're probably going to end up signing like some more bodies, but that's at least what's going on right now is that there has been some talks about actually setting up an NXT Royal Rumble and possibly treating it just like the Cruiserweight Classic and start bringing in guys from all over the world. So while everybody's sitting talking about the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega and the original Bullet Club, that's also been a huge rumor that there's a huge possibility that there are going to be some guys who you have not seen in WWE before that will actually make their debuts at either the NXT TakeOver Royal Rumble or the WWE's Royal Rumble.
That'd be cool. I mean, one night shots. I mean, that'd be, that'd be straight.
I can see that because I definitely believe before it's all said and done, we will see the entire Bullet Club in the WWE. Now, I'm pretty sure that we will. We're gonna get the. I'm pretty sure that the Bullet Club has unfinished business with AJ Styles, so it would not surprise me if they decide to bring in Omega and the Bucks to sit here and screw AJ Styles out of something at the Rumble.
Yeah.
That's gonna be interesting. Okay, Ron, what do you got? Oh, good.
What you got?
You got something?
What you got, Ron? No,
okay.
I think it's dope how these takeovers is starting to be like the night before big pay-per-views. I noticed that the takeover in November, which is in Canada, is the night before the Survivor Series. The Survivor Series is in Canada this year. So I think shit like that is dope.
Okay. Ron, what you got for us?
Okay, here's the rumor that pretty much everybody thought. I know that you were all pretty much protesting a WWE versus TNA thing, said it ain't going to happen, not going to be done. Here is the biggest rumor coming out of this whole TNA buyout talk and WWE, and it only involves two people. That there is a rumor going out that at WrestleMania in Orlando that we will see for the first time ever 2 MMA veterans clashing at WrestleMania, Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley. Lashley actually said, he was interviewed about this one, that he would love to come back to WWE for WrestleMania and face Brock Lesnar one-on-one in the ring.
I don't think that's gonna happen, bro.
I don't think that'll happen either because they're not gonna let Bobby Lashley wrestle circles around Brock Lesnar like that.
Yeah, I personally wouldn't want to see it because they wouldn't book it Like
I would love to see it, but like I just don't see.
I want to see if you're gonna book it like a match, then cool. Like I was really hyped to see Randy versus Brock because I thought that I knew Brock was gonna get his suplexes off and he's gonna get Paul Heyman. They're gonna get the crowd. They're gonna count, but they didn't book it like a wrestler match. Like, come on, fam. Randy can wrestle. Brock can wrestle. Why not let these guys go out here and wrestle? But you let Brock beat Randy ass for like 15, 20 minutes.
That's all Brock can do now. That's all he can do now. Brock ain't wrestling no more.
Brock is so capable of doing so much more.
I just hate the way they're booking Brock Lesnar.
Because he gets blown up easy. Y'all notice Brock get tired, boy. Them 10 suplexes take something out of you.
Well, Brock better get his cardio up.
I know, right?
I know
hard, but shit.
Ooh, oh, shit. Oh, it just dawned on me.
These Brock Lesnar main events are becoming real Floyd Mayweather-esque.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Come on, bro. You got to admit, fam, we pay. Now, I mean, not we as in these four people talking now, but we as boxing fans pay $60, $70 to watch Mayweather fight, but we know he's going to strategically fight you. Mayweather's not going in there for the knockout. He's going in there to win by a decision. We tune in to the WWE Network. $9.99. We all pay it. We watch these big matches Brock Lesnar is in. Well, we know they're going to book Brock to be the bully. He's going to suplex you 20 times. He's going to elbow. Once the gloves come off, I know the match is over.
The difference between Brock and Floyd is that you're only paying $10 to watch versus paying $70 on pay-per-view. Number one. So I mean,
well, I'm sure Brock makes it up on the back end because I'm pretty sure his deal is nice and sweet.
Yeah,
especially with his endorsement with Jimmy John sandwiches. Shout out to them, by the way.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Brock's seeing something. That 3-year deal wasn't no chump change.
Yeah, shit. I hope it ain't.
I'm just saying, bro. Like it's getting real Floyd Mayweather-esque, man. It's getting real predictable, like, because they just booking Brock to look like a bully. And I mean, it's cool when you doing it to like Roman Reigns, because Roman Reigns is a big guy. Like, it's cool sometimes, but like not all the time, bro. Like, come on, fam. We only see you like once or twice a year. Make that shit enjoyable when the fans watch it. That's all I'm saying.
I hear you. Ryan, you got anything else this week?
Yeah, there is at least one more, and it actually dawned on me when one of my rivals actually just posted something about this one. Big congrats to the man known as Moose, who just defeated Mike Bennett at Bound for Glory. Apollo Crews actually posted an Instagram photo a couple of days ago. Now, those who don't believe this TNA-WWE thing goes a little deeper clearly are not paying attention. With Apollo Crews and WWE in Orlando last week, Apollo Crews posted a photo with Moose together.
Because all black people look alike.
No. This one was legitimately Moose, and this was the thing that caught me the most was that Cruz's little tagline on it was, sometimes it's tough being a little guy, but when you got a big Moose by your side, you got nothing to worry about. See you soon, Moose. So the rumor is that either Apollo Crews is about to leave WWE for TNA or Moose is about to leave TNA for WWE.
I would rather see Moose come to the big dance. Moose deserves it.
Oh, and one more. This is not really a rumor. Well, it is. It's like speculation because I don't believe it. Just real quick, Ric Flair on his podcast said that he banged Halle Berry.
Negro, you lost your damn mind.
First of all, Chris, that is not speculation. That is a straight lie, okay? I mean, what the fuck Halle Berry would do with Ric Flair? Ric Flair can't even go a minute in 40 seconds not talking about Punk, of course, not the guy.
Did he give out specific dates? Because if you talking about Ric Flair from like mid-90s in WCW, I could believe
Is Ric Flair saying that he has somebody's kid? Good God.
No, Ric Flair said Halle Berry wrote.
You drunk?
He said Ric Flair said Halle Berry wrote Space Mountain multiple times.
Space Mountain can't even grow 10 inches. You know what? Never mind.
And here's the dialogue. Interviewer, any celebrity writers of Space Mountain? Ric Flair, several dozen. Do you want me to start with Halle Berry? Interviewer, oh, Halle Berry wrote Space Mountain? Ric Flair, haha, of course she did. She was in Atlanta and she just had got a divorce from Dave Justice. Interviewer, wait.
That would make.
Wait, are you telling me? Are you telling a real story right now, Ric Flair? Would I have to make up a lie? Yeah, right.
Okay, well, first of all, Ric Flair's an alcoholic. Second of all, ain't Space Mountain bigger than 6 inches? Just saying.
Okay, wait. We're talking now. Wait, if he's sitting here actually legitimate on this one, I guess if he's talking about Dave Justice when he was with the Braves, and that would make us probably when half of us were fucking teenagers. So Ric Flair is trying to basically say that during his little runs in WCW that he took a little dip in the chocolate pond with Halle Berry. Man, you ain't about that life, Rick. Sit down.
He is not about that life.
Don't put it past. I mean, look, Rick probably done had a lot of pussy in his day. I just don't believe. I just don't believe he smashed Halle. I don't believe that, and I know she like white men, but I don't know. He probably thought Halle Berry was Charmel, not I mean, right.
He probably hit Charmel, not Halle Berry. I just don't see that.
Well, maybe she looked like Halle Berry and she lied. Rick is
back then. She probably looked like Halle Berry, but now Charmel looks just much. Charmel looks like Booker T right now.
Right, and Ric Flair
in an airport bar drinking Hennessy because Hennessy make you make bad decisions.
Snorting a line of cocaine. He probably snorted a line of cocaine. Okay.
On Ted Turner's dime, no less.
Double shots of
what do you have this week, dude?
Well, I said pretty much all I had to say. Shout out to Ric Flair for smashing Halle Berry, and shout out to Luke Cage.
What? God damn, dog.
Okay, all right.
Did you say shout out to Luke Cage?
Yeah, shout out to Luke Cage. Luke Cage, all day.
And speaking of Luke Cage, I'm like on episode 12. I will be finished the rest tonight, so you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Luke Cage.
I'm on episode 4, and Misty Knight is so fine.
I ain't even got to watch the show yet.
He shut down Netflix. That's how popular Luke Cage is. I mean, it's a good show. I like it.
Before we leave, I just want to say that if you have Netflix, autoplay is the devil. Because I told myself I wasn't going to watch this whole series. I was going to watch like 2 episodes at a time, and then in like 2 nights, I watched all 13 episodes.
Dude, I got to be to work at 6 in the morning. I'm still debating watching this whole series tonight.
I got tomorrow off. I'm watching this whole series tomorrow.
And also, we want to let you fans know that this show has been brought to you by WWE 2K17, which will be out in all platforms next week, Tuesday. Remember to get your copy, because I will be going to Suplex City. Trust me. I
pre-order mine.
We talk about the game, not your sex life, Chris.
I get Goldberg. I will have to go.
Look. At least my sex life is better than Ric Flair's. I don't have to make up that I'm fucking Halle Berry, okay? Just saying.
Now, I wonder if Halle Berry would have licked his taint.
You know what?
I'm done.
But while we talking about WWE 2K17, I have seen the footage on this game. Just to let you guys know, and gals, whatever, that play the game, whatever. Look, I'm gonna tell you like this: they got a promo engine where you can actually make your own promo. Oh my God! And then too, they got backstage fights that they brought back. Thank God, it's been like fucking 5 years since they brought them back, like backstage fights. Also, they got more moves. They got the creative suite where you can make your own creative player. They say it's more extensive in this game. Also, they got the NXT roster is going to be a little bit more bigger than it was last year. But the only downside I think they don't have is where you can make your own soundtrack. I'm still trying to figure that shit out. So When I get more information about this game, because I think they're finalizing the game this week, so I will let y'all know next Friday.
But you want to know the funny part, Chris?
What?
Here's the epic part about people in life. No matter how, like, just from looking at this game from top to bottom, it is. Like, if you look at the entire roster, and the only person who done it is Bobby Roode. Other than that, everybody made the game. Check. The creation suite, epic. But I got a feeling that when people play this game, they're still not gonna be happy. Which I don't understand why people are just never happy. Oh,
because Roman Reigns is on it.
Fuck Roman Reigns! I keep trying to tell you, fuck him. Shit.
I'm telling you, that's why they're pissed.
I just feel like no matter what they do to this game, they won't win.
Well, let's just face it. It's no WrestleMania 2000. It's no Mercy. It's no SmackDown versus SmackDown. Here Comes the Pain. Yeah, SmackDown. Here Comes the Pain.
But I believe as far as modern games go, this is probably the closest that we're ever gonna get to that nostalgic feeling of playing those games that you just mentioned.
Yeah, this is probably because as a matter of fact, they changed the dynamics to like the table matches and the ladder matches. Now you can literally set up the ladder outside, like where the apron is, to the ring. You can actually do that shit now. Also,
okay, what systems do you guys have? What systems do you guys have?
I got PlayStation 4.
I got an
PS4.
Okay, looks like I'll be getting the PS4 so I can play you guys on it. My friend wants to sell me for $200.
I will be getting that shit. So everybody, if y'all are really, really excited about this game, you can also go to IGN.com. You can look that shit, you know what I'm saying? Look it up. Look up the footage. I'm serious. The game looks phenomenal. I will be doing a report on that shit, too.
And it's like, did anybody play last year's model? Like, I know Chris probably played. You probably still
Yes.
Yes,
I did.
They took out a whole showcase mode. Like, when you look at the Blu-ray, like when you look at the format of a Blu-ray disc and you see how much fits on there, they took out the showcase mode. So there's no showcase mode in this game to fit all this other extra stuff that people still not going to be happy about.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
They got rid of the showcase mode. So then you got this new promo engine that people probably going to bitch because, oh, well, there's no voiceover on the promo. This is next gen. Why there no voiceover? Who got time to record all these lines that you...
Ain't nobody got
time.
Somebody who ain't got a job. Somebody who ain't got a job and probably sits on their ass and just collects checks from the government, that's who's got time for it.
Hey, but speaking of the game, I'm really surprised that they never tried to hire Jay Lethal earlier in life, seeing that he used to do the mocap for these video games.
Really? Pretty much.
That's a good question.
Look at it. And Austin Aries. Like, Austin Aries used to do the mocap, too. Well, he got a job now, but he just used to baffle me.
Wow. Okay.
Like you get all these great independent guys to come do the mocap for your game, but you don't really just say, "Hey, let me put you on the payroll."
Let me put you on the payroll real quick.
They probably didn't have a spot for him though at the time.
Well, when Jay Lethal and Austin Aries was doing mocap, I could believe you, right? Because I don't think NXT was popping yet, and I don't think they was developing FCW yet. So you're probably right. There probably wasn't no spots for him.
NXT probably didn't get like hellified popular until Daniel Bryan pretty much came in there and drew that pipe bomb and beat up Michael Cole.
Oh.
Well, everybody, thank y'all so much for coming on the show. The fans,
you don't like Daniel Bryan?
Huh?
No, I don't. I don't like Daniel Bryan at all.
I'm with you on that. Like, I don't have a problem with him, but I'm starting to believe that the yes chant is bigger than Daniel Bryan. Like, the yes chant is over, but Daniel Bryan is just somewhere else in life. It's kind of like the what. It has a life.
We'll talk about Daniel Bryan next week. But anyway, everybody, thank y'all so much for coming on the show. If y'all want to follow us on Facebook. Also follow us on SoundCloud and also on YouTube. The show will be posted. Matter of fact, tonight. I'm not waiting tomorrow. Posting this shit tonight so y'all can listen to us. Shout out to Mr. Fresh for coming on, being our special guest. It was a pleasure having you. We gotta put you on a future show. You are fucking awesome. Where can they find you, by the way? Fresh?
Fresh?
Are you here? Are you there? Are you here?
I think you got kidnapped. Well, they can find your boy CJ Kyles, a.k.a. Mr. C90, at C90MI on Twitter. They can find me at The Promise, THPROMICE, on Instagram. And they can also find me on Facebook at C90NH. And, Shake and Bake, that just happened. Make America great again. Thank you. Good night.
Oh my God! Well, you can find your boy at Facebook.com. That's Christopher. No, I'm sorry. I'm not putting out my government name. And also you can find me on Instagram, King of Shade for you, and also you can find me on Snapchat. I'll be doing some hilarious videos on there. Mr. Reality Check. Yeah. Okay. Ron, where they can find you?
You can find me on Twitter at OmegaTLC, obviously on Facebook at Captain.Ron.Johnson. You can also find me on my own personal sports page at TLC Sports Page on Facebook, on Instagram at Captain TLC, and soon to be, you can also find me on Spreaker as TLC is going to be starting a podcast coming up in November. And if you're around town December 8th, please drop through at the Loveless Women's Center and come see my beautiful daughter Abigail as she is being brought into the world of madness.
Craziness, yes, craziness, yes, craziness. But anyway, everybody, we will see y'all next week. If you have any questions, concerns, if you want to shoot us an email, shoot us an email at wearetalkingwrestling@gmail.com, or also you can find us on Facebook, hit us up on SoundCloud, do what you do. Have a good night, folks.
Tiger blow.